What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. And as you guys know, we just did the F-450 giveaway. Aaron Perez from Corpus Christi is actually gonna be here in just like a day or so to pick up the F-450 plus his cash and drive this thing home. As you guys know, this was kind of my personal truck. This last week, I actually sold the red F-250 alternate. So we've been working on a 6-liter in the background, but the replacement for the F-450 is actually the 2017 F350 dually. It's a Lariat Ultimate. It's got 360 cam. It's got LED headlights. It's a nice unit, has a compound turbo on it, but the engine needs replaced. So we're actually gonna pull it in the shop today and actually pull the cab on it and then get this thing disassembled, see what it needs, and take it to a machine shop and just try to rebuild it ourselves instead of spending money, you know, like $5,000 to $10,000 on a 100,000 mile unknown engine. Pretty nice truck. I'm excited to start working on it. And we also have another little surprise. This guy, hey, how you doing?
How you doing? Good, how are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Back,
so,
buddy.
Sean is back for, well, at least a little bit. He's gonna be hanging out. He's got some spare time. So he is gonna be helping us out here at the shop doing some other projects and things, and we need it. We got plenty of stuff. We got plenty of projects.
You haven't slowed down with that in that department at all.
I mean, it's been pretty good, right?
Still buying Civics and stuff.
Well, Civics,
nice trucks.
Civics, 6 liters, all the other stuff. Eric's got, how many cars have you added to the horde? Well, you got the CRV, you got your Civic, you have a Mini Coupe. Yeah. You still got your Dirty 6 liter.
Yeah, it's all for sale.
I think it's gonna be all right. Yeah, nice little compound. I think I'm gonna keep that on there. That'll be cool. Hopefully this guy is happy with firing this thing up. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see. Wait to start. There we go. This thing is mad. So we are just gonna drive it over there. So pulled the grill, pulling the batteries, intercooler, all that stuff over here, and then the intercooler, charge piping, all of that stuff from up on the top. Sean already got the cab bolts and everything out, pretty much all of them, right? All the cab bolts.
They're all out.
Eric is draining the coolant. We got the fender liners out of it already, and I think we're only about 10 minutes in. So I'd like to have this cab up in the air and everything good in about 2 hours, and I think we should hit that pretty soon. All the wiring and everything down here, we'll basically just disconnect some of these bulkhead connectors that, you know, connect the frame to the cab and the frame and the body to the engine. Once all that stuff's out, it should be pretty smooth. All right, so right here, see that? I think this is the ATS Aurora 6000. You can see how stock turbo is down under there, and this actually goes in and pressurizes all of that stuff. I kind of would like to clean up the piping a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of all of this, but I think it'll be all right. Look at that, Eric. Sweet. All right, so cab is up, turbo is coming off of this thing. It's kind of interesting the way that it works, but I definitely think this thing was missing a couple bolts.
Oh yeah.
So you can see, you're supposed to be able to like bolt the turbo down through here on the O-ring. I don't even think is there an O-ring on the bottom of that? It was stuck.
I think there was a.
But yeah, like this, the whole turbo was just moving around, but essentially, like the idea is pretty nice because this bolts onto the EGR, yeah. Gives you some ports if you want to like run coolant or whatever to the turbo, but also you just mount the turbo so all the weight is supported right here. So
wait, but this doesn't bypass through here.
It's coolant. There's 2 things of coolant here and here.
Oh, I see.
So if you wanted to run coolant to something else, you could. But yeah, this thing was completely loose, just flopping around. I hope everything, looks like there might be one little crack right there, but I mean, it was just wiggling. You can see there's a wastegate coming off the stock exhaust manifold that goes over there. Hopefully that's in good shape. Yeah, I kind of don't like how it uses the stock piping and all this. It just doesn't look that cool. I'd really like to clean this whole setup up with something a little different. Something a little different.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Oh, yeah, be careful with those.
Well, oh, careful.
So cylinder heads are getting ready to be pulled off. Are you ready?
Yeah.
How heavy? So is it behind door number 1 or door number 2 is our issue?
Come on down, the price is right.
I feel like it's going to be that side.
That's the side they just worked on.
I know. Oh, yep.
Taking a bath.
Watch them toes.
Splish splash. Oh.
What is it? This side looks beautiful. Maybe not beautiful, but it looks good. Oh.
And that's in the valve.
Oh,
What, is it that
the ring is all melded over here. Look at that.
Oh.
Right up there on the top, and then the cylinder wells all scored. So she's definitely gonna need at minimum a set of pistons. Well, she still ran though. All right, door number 2. Let's see.
Oh, that looks nice. Look at that clean piston. Yeah, it's just that back. Those ones look great. Look at those cylinder walls.
Yeah, those look fine.
Holy poop.
Well, this one has a little,
Well,
but I mean everything else looks decent.
I don't like how clean that is though.
I mean it's just oily.
But like, look at the other ones. It's like a wash cylinder. I don't know.
It almost looks like somebody put a piston in that one because there's no numbers on the top of the other ones, like that.
Let's look at the valve on that cylinder.
It's weird that it has the tick 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 tick.
It would be this back cylinder. Valves are fine.
That was the hole.
This was the hole.
Yeah, there was a bolt.
Yeah, see, look at that.
That was just sitting in the valve cover.
It was right here.
I mean, I wonder.
Well, no, yeah, it was like right there, but
I feel like that's the bolt that went to the bottom of the turbo, and it like got lost or something in there because it looks like the same thread pitch. Where like right here, there's a thread, but there was actually like a nut or a bolt that probably went up from the bottom. This is the cam bearing.
it was stuck on the cam.
Stuck on the cam. So that was the only real issue with the motor.
What?
That was the only real issue.
What do you mean?
Well, bearing issue, I mean, not piston issue.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was the only issue with the rotating assembly.
Pistons are whooped, buddy.
Journals and everything, the main bearings, everything looked good. Just looks like it needs a set of cam bearings.
Everything needs a set of cam bearings. When have you ever pulled the cam out and said, wow, those bearings look great?
Yeah.
Never.
No, that's right. Yeah, like an LS, just
don't look at
Just
it.
don't look at them.
Yeah,
It's
don't
kind
look
of
at
the block is pretty much ready to go to the machine shop. We just need to get it off, pull the oil squirters out, bring it to them, pull the engine mount off, and then they'll just get ready to the machine. What do you think? Oh, we also, you know what we need to do? We need to look at these pistons. Look at that. So that's the side of the piston right there. The ring is like completely melted into there. Yeah, here's the one that had that, like the top,
They're all mixed up.
top of it was busted off. And then you can see how the skirts are just pretty messed up. I don't think it really gouged the cylinder walls. It almost looked like it transferred material more so onto the cylinder wall.
Yeah.
Like, so as far as like boring this thing out, like he said they might even, depending on how it looks, like they might even be able to just like hone it and put like OEM pistons in it. All the cylinder walls look good. There's no gouges, scratches, or anything like that. It's just like the melted piston got transferred transferred onto the side. Either way, they're probably gonna either bore it or depending on the size of pistons. They do have standard size pistons, but if they could just hone it, you know, clean it up, not have to.
So Buddy was probably ripping 40 pounds of boost, and just these pistons got hot.
Or maybe the fuel system kind of got a little weak, or you know, something along those lines, and then the injector wasn't spraying as much, and then it just torched the cylinders. But it's crazy that like 4 pistons, normally like it would probably do like one. Like if there was an issue with an injector, it'd probably be like one cylinder.
And they did have this whole bank, but the issue's bigger than the whole bank. It's both sides.
Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna go ahead, finish pulling it apart, get it stuck on a pallet, send it up to them, and let them
all it's left
do
is
their
the oil
thing.
squirters.
And then the camshaft, we could get an aftermarket camshaft and just put that in. I know that's what a lot of people do, or we could
Do they
just
have like bigger cams that they
we
sell?
could just maybe we could do a bigger cam, do some other stuff.
Rip it and be
custom
here again
tuning.
in 6 months.
No.
Okay.
No. Hopefully not. All right, boys, so the engine block is on a pallet, ready to go. I think there is an engine machine shop up in Denver that we're gonna take this thing to early next week. I'm just really happy that pulling this thing apart, we didn't discover any issues with the rod bearings, the main bearings. We did just have that one tiny little issue with one of the cam bearings, but it didn't look like it spun inside of the block, so we should be able to get away with just throwing a new set of cam bearings in it, rod bearings, main bearings, a new set of pistons, bore out the block, whatever it takes to get a new set of pistons in the block. Obviously clean the heads, check them. If we need to deck them for any reason, which I don't think we need to, we'll check the heads, maybe new valve stem seals, something like that, just while we're in there. Possibly an aftermarket camshaft. Overall, I'm just excited to not see a bunch of carnage in here where we could actually rebuild this thing. So the next question is why did it melt pistons? Did we have an issue with one of these stock fuel injectors? Was it an issue with the fuel system sort of causing it to go lean? Or was the guy just towing his camper and the EGTs just went crazy and melted pistons, and you know, everything else should be fine? So we are going to do the DCR pump on this thing. I consider doing a set of 100 over injectors in it, but the problem is, as soon as you do that, then you have to worry about the transmission, which this thing probably hasn't had that easy of a life, just based upon, you know, this truck having the compound turbo on it for probably at least 50,000 miles. But yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's gonna be a cool truck. It's gonna be a cool project, considering if I should keep it or sell it or not, but I guess we'll get it all done and then we'll decide from there. But either way, it'll either be an awesome truck for me to keep, or it'll be a cool truck to sell and make a little bit of coin. Also, Sean, buddy, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh, welcome back.
How you?
So Sean's messing with his truck. He's doing some injectors in his dirty 06 liter, but for the third time. So we're doing a lot of 6 liter stuff. I'm working on another 6 liter for me to drive temporarily while we're kind of working on some other stuff in the background. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know what you think, and see you later.
Bye.